This is a $100 PC from Amazon.
And today we're completely upgrading this PC and getting some maxed FPS.
So the first thing is downloading Razer Cortex because this thing is really good since it has a PC cleaner in the app and also a game booster. So this is what it looks like once you have it opened up. So on the top there is a system booster section, which is really helpful for cleaning up your PC if you have like a bunch of junk and stuff. But for this PC, I barely have anything downloaded like Fortnite and like a few files. So I really don't need to do this since there's not much junk to clean. But there is a game booster section where you guys can optimize different stuff like your processes and services. So I'm going to go ahead and optimize that. And as you guys can see, it does release memory. Almost 2 gigabytes of memory release, which is a pretty decent amount. But if you guys move on to the applications under Booster Prime, you guys can optimize a game you want. For us, we're going to be using Fortnite. And it shows that our game isn't optimized yet. They also have like some slider thing where you guys can prefer if you want quality over performance. There also is like a predicted FPS section, which I don't find completely accurate, but is a good reference to show if you want performance or quality, how much your FPS increase or decrease. I mean, since we're going for the max FPS, I put it all the way at performance. And then we click optimize and we should be set. It shows as running. And that's about it for Razer Cortex. It's a really good app since it has a lot of features. But now we're going to be moving on to more of Windows settings and Fortnite settings. Now under system configuration, we guys can find through the search. We're going to go into boot and then go into advanced options. We're basically going to be selecting the number of processors and we're going to put it at the highest amount. And once you do apply it, it does require a restart. So go ahead and restart. Now in our services, we're going to be disabling the sys main service. So go ahead and find that. So it's over here. As you guys can see, it says startup type is automatic. So we're going to go into its properties. Under startup type, just click on disabled and click apply and we should be set. So I just downloaded the FPS pack from my Discord, which will be linked in the description. Not going to be overdoing these tweaks since I don't want Fortnite to crash a lot. But basically, we have a bunch of registry tweaks that we're going to be using. First, starting off, we're going to be doing like Fortnite high priority and all that stuff. Under the second folder, registry tweaks, we have high priority Fortnite, which prioritizes Fortnite for like its highest performance, since your PC will just prioritize that over anything else that's opened. And then we have full screen optimization, which just optimizes Fortnite when it's in its full screen. Now under batch optimization, it's not going to be doing much here since, like I said, this PC doesn't have much. We're not going to be deleting any log files, temporary files, anything like that. But we're going to be running some more registry tweaks, mostly with the Windows settings. You guys can use these tweaks or you can manually do it, like disabling Xbox services, game bar, all that stuff. You guys can go ahead and use those tweaks, but we're just going to simply optimize all our Windows settings since nothing's optimized, everything's at its default. And then we have the game file, which is actually super important if you don't have an optimized Fortnite game file. Like the first time I used an optimized game file, I was actually really surprised how much more FPS I got, but your quality will go down as always. Basically, to get to your game file, just press on your keyboard Window plus R and then just type in %local app data % and just press OK. Basically, just find your Fortnite game file, click on save, config, Windows client, and this should be the game user settings you're using right now. If you guys do like update your game or anything, it should restore it. But basically drag in from the folder into the user file, replace it, and you guys should have the optimized version. You guys can also go into the properties and click on read only to secure it. Now the last thing, which is actually a thing where a lot of people don't know about, but in your Epic Games, when you go in Fortnite and click on options, you guys will see high resolution textures and DirectX 12 shaders. Make sure both of them are unchecked since these basically give you an option of higher like graphics and stuff, especially the high resolution textures, which will reduce your performance. So go ahead and uncheck those. So hopefully our FPS should be pretty decent now. Hopefully it's above like 120, but definitely upgrading the RAM will give us an FPS boost, and optimizing Fortnite in all our Windows settings, since all the default settings are not too good for your performance, since a lot of it has stuff in the background running that you don't even know about. But now we're going to be restarting the PC and loading up some Fortnite. So testing the FPS, As you guys can see, it is kind of like not that stable. It's dropping down to like 40s at one point, but the max we're getting around like 170, which is not bad, but I hope it was like a little bit more stable. I mean, building isn't that bad. We're still getting like a little bit of drops to like 70. It is kind of making my edits and builds like super hard. I'd say it's somewhat of a success of transforming this laptop, since we were running around the max of 90 when we first started, but now we're getting around like 170, but it's just the problem that it's not that stable.